Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Okay. That is so brutal. I do apologize. Sound is off. My microphone was literally, man, that sucks. That was a really, really, really good intro. And someone just texted me, so thank you, everyone. Your mic is off. Thanks, Curtis. Okay, we're going to go back into this. Ah, that was awful. Okay, so here we go. Welcome to Counter Canucks. My name is RevTrev. I'm glad you're here. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe, please do. Absolutely, please do. You guys can't read lips. I understand. I gotta unmute the mic. Can't hear you. Sound is off. Okay, I get it. No sound. Thank you so much, everyone, for letting me know. Okay, so tonight's big question, as you already saw in the last game of the season, 2023, Flyers sweep our Canucks, right? And we need to remember that the big question is, are you concerned or is it blip? Now, the good and the bad and the ugly is this. The good is it's just one game, right? It's one game, or should I say 2 games. The bad is we lost those games. They outscored us in those 2 games 6-1. And then they look like the better team. The ugly is that this team could definitely dive in and say to us, or not say to us, but like the Pacific, the division, the West could look at us saying, this is the courtesy of how you beat Vancouver. You got to outmuscle them. You got to outplay them. You got to wait for their mistakes. Maybe they're not strong enough, big enough. Maybe they can't adjust to these issues. Kind of like they're our kryptonite, right? Like the Flyers is kind of basically our kryptonite. So that's some of the things that I would see there. So that is what I would love for. So why don't you put in the comments if you think are you concerned that we've lost and got swept by the Flyers, or do you think it's just a blip? Okay, so please post that in the comments what you think there. Yeah, that would be awesome. Now, we'll get back into a couple things here. Obviously, if you haven't followed my channel yet on X, on Facebook, or on YouTube, by the way, X or Twitter, as some people still call it, like myself, it's now streaming right on X now. So I'm really excited about that. So it's another way to follow. Okay, let's dive in. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Yep, you can. Okay, perfect. Let's dive into the first period, okay? Now, one of the things going into the third period is Kuzmenko got put back with Pettersson, and then you had Suter down with Amon and who's the other guy who was down there? Anyways, I can't remember off the top of my head. You had that switch and change. I thought that was an interesting change. And then everything else was basically the same, except for DeSmith was in net, which was a surprise to me. But in the first period, the ugly hockey by both teams, like it was turnover central. Canucks couldn't hit the net. And then they started showing graphics instead of shots on goal, shots attempted. It's like, oh, it's not going good when it's shots attempted and not shots on goal. And then the Flyers can't get any quality chances. They get shots on goal, but really didn't do much. First period wasn't really great hockey at all. DeSmith had that beautiful save on the wraparound, and then DeSmith gets leveled, and the Canucks either were waiting until later to get retribution or just didn't think it was a big deal, which I thought was a big deal. And then going into the second period, we'll go real quick through these periods because I want to get to your comments. Canucks outshot the Flyers and looked good, right? They outshot the Flyers and they looked good. And then there was the hellish 2 minutes and 6 seconds as the Flyers score 3 times. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, are you kidding me? Are you like, how many people were yelling at their TV? How many people were losing their minds? I was definitely not losing my mind. I was just sitting there like, really? I was sitting there thinking this. I'm just so glad I didn't waste my money and time and go across the ferry and do that whole thing to watch that tonight. Like anyone who went to that game, it's like you can't ask for your money back, but you want your money back, right? That's how bad that was. It wasn't like even I don't know what was worse, the 2-0 loss or the 4-1 loss, or was it more? I had to go pick up my daughter, so I don't know what the score was for the final. I'm assuming it was 4-1. So yeah, 4-1 final. Oh, that sucked. Okay. So then, and the reason why it was so strange is not only have we lost to Philly already, but that was the 8th time in 36 games this season that the Canucks have trailed going into the third period. And so it's like, well, what's going on? We're losing, you know? So if we go to the third period, there again, nothing really to talk about other than a few seconds into the period, we get a goal by, let's just talk about that first. We get a goal by Bluger 25 seconds in. I'm like, okay, let's go. You know, let's do this. Let's do this. And then on the we get a power play, and it's like, yes, let's go. Let's do this again. And that was because of the Juleson hit, right? The big hit, levels him, gets in a fight. The guy gets an instigator. It was incredible. And then we get scored on the power play. Their PK scores. And it's like, okay, it's over, right? And it's super frustrating. But I love seeing that hit by Juleson. I love his physical play. I think he's a fantastic player. Okay, so going to you guys. Yeah, what was I saying? I did repeat myself. So thank you, Curtis, for texting me and just letting me know. Yeah, and Japan 4, welcome. Thank goodness we don't play them again, right? Coach Rob, Willie, thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for hanging with me even when the sound wasn't there. You're a little bit concerned. Tell me why you're a little bit concerned. I would like to know more about that. Jacob says, ugh, sorry, guys. I was so mad. And there's nothing wrong with being mad. Like, that was disgusting, right? Nothing to worry about, Japan 4 says. Right now, I'd start worrying if we continue to lose. Just a holiday blip. Too much eggnog, right, Japan 4? Bresser missed open net. Yes, there was a lot of things. Almost through my couch. You're back in Alberta too, right? Second period was so tight until the third. Oh yeah, I know. Well, second period was tight, and then they scored 3 goals on us in the second period, right? That was awful. So I was thinking the same way. I was glad I didn't go to the game. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, 4-1. Thanks, Coach Rob, for sure. So David says to Japan, should the Canucks losing ways continue beyond that other game against the Flyers, there may very well be cause for concern in Canuckland. Absolutely. Okay. Donnie Diamonds, by the way, if you have not watched the last live stream from last night, you got to go see Donnie Diamonds made a guest appearance, and it was dynamite. People have been messaging me saying your chemistry has been fantastic. And so Ben, glad you got home safe. Had a great Christmas with you. But he says, my estrogen levels elevated from the loss. I'm watching Reacher to raise my testosterone levels. What one are you on? Number 3, number 4? I don't know how many have been out. Too much Henny and eggnog. Yeah, right. Too much turkey. Yeah. Well said. Yeah, exactly what you said. Merry Christmas, everyone, and especially there. Okay. So if Juleson is our D6, no way, Callum. He didn't play terribly tonight. Like, I think Juleson's been fine. I think what we want to do is we want to find someone to blame and say this kid is terrible and we need another so and so. It's like Juleson's been fine. He's been fine. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, so I'll allow you to go there, but I just respectfully disagree. So, yeah. So here's the thing that we need to be talking about is this right here, that Torts outcoached Tocchet again. And that concerns me. We weren't ready. We weren't prepared. We watched the tape. They didn't do anything more special than they did the last time. Other than, I don't know. I mean, they scored more goals. Maybe they did. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, are you concerned about that? Tortorella outcoached like Tocchet? That was frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating again to watch this game. So, yeah. Anyways, I think we're all kind of sitting there a little shell shocked, a little frustrated, a little not impressed, right? So, yeah, it was not good. It was not good tonight. It was disgusting. And now let's quickly talk about something. I want to do another stream tomorrow. And I want to do Sweden versus Canada. I think this is going to be a dynamite matchup. I'm really, really looking forward to this game. When Donnie Diamonds and I watched the Sweden game today against Germany, clearly, and this is not a shocker, but clearly Sweden is next level compared to Germany. And Germany hung on for quite a while, and then in the third, just all unraveled, and Sweden is just on fire, right? So let's think about that for a moment. Let's think about that for a second. What will they look like? What will Sweden look like against Canada? And what will Canada look like against Sweden? Like, Finland has not been great. Canada beat them 5-2. They killed Latvia 10-0. I believe Sweden beat Latvia 6-0. The question is, what's going to happen tomorrow? And if I do a live stream right after the game, will you watch it then, or should I push it to later? I'm tempted to just go later, but part of me just wants to do a live stream like right after. I'm off. A lot of you might be working. Some of you might be off. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm kind of unsure what we're going to do there. Okay. So let's dive into some more of the comments, and I need to take the banners down for a second. Next stream there. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, Daniel, welcome. Super disappointed. Maybe our worst performance of the year, first time. Well, that's what they said about the last Flyers game. I really thought they'd want to avenge it, but the Canucks defense and offense finish still eating turkey and sleeping late. Yep. Juleson with the sick hit. Yeah, absolutely. Tocchet does love Tortorella, and apparently Tortorella loves playing against Tocchet. Tocchet should have one punch towards. Headbutt and a Glasgow kiss. Looking at the standing, New York Rangers are first place, Canucks are second, Vegas third, all the same points. Interesting. Okay, Dreamer. Philadelphia just has their number this season. Maybe Torts has gotten Tocchet's head. I mean, it's possible, right? Hit him with a Drew McIntyre. What time is the game? I believe it's 10:30 in the morning for us. So the live stream would be 2.5 hours, I think, after that. I don't think they're only 2-hour games. They're 2.5. And so what does that make it? I just have to be gone before 2 o'clock. I've got appointments that I have to go to work tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah, what do you guys think about that? That'd be great. Sweden's World Junior team has yet in this tournament to allow a goal. Hopefully, it won't be a third straight shutout for Sweden. No, it's not going to be. It's not. Come on, David. Honestly, it's not going to be a third straight shutout against Canada. Like, there's no way we're getting shut out, right? Does anyone believe that we're going to get shut out? I don't think we have anything to worry about there. What time would it be? I work 8:30 to 4 p.m. Okay, yeah, so that won't work for you. So maybe I'll have to do it later. Bite his nose, scar him for life. Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. Yeah, so do you guys think a later stream would be good? Because that would probably be the best, right? So I want to dive into a couple of comments that happened at the beginning. And Jarvis jumped in and said Myers would get so much criticism if he did what Zadorov did. That's a very good point. That Zadorov turnover was terrible. That was probably the worst play I've seen Zadorov do since he showed up in Vancouver. I can't believe they scored 3 in 2 minutes. DeSmith seemed to be playing good until that happened, and then where he couldn't do it. Yeah, it was frustrating. And of course, he talked about second period. Carol, good to see you. Another member as well. Japan, Jacob, all members here. David's member. Good to have all you members here in the stream. But yes, Carol, very, very good. Bad game But that's yeah, it was just a terrible game all around, right? Brock Besser missing an open net, Myers being Myers, absolutely awful. I mean, Zadorov not doing well, right? Okay, and then Donnie Diamonds just turned on the game. So much for 4-2. Another W for Torts over. Yeah, Cripes is right. Cripes. Yeah, anyways, it is what it is. So, if I were a Canucks fan, what do you mean if I were a Canucks fan? You should be a Canucks fan. I'm just saying, David. It'd be nice for the Canucks to be first overall, but finishing highest in the division doesn't guarantee playoff success. Just ask the Leafs 2021 and the Bruins last postseason. Yeah, it's really about making the playoffs and playing playoff hockey. So Coach Willie says later would be better. Worst game by defense that Angelo says. You guys want me to do a night show as no one else has a show on Fridays? Okay, Friday Night Live. We're going Friday Night Live, Japan 4. Good night, y'all. Keep it positive. We are still better than you ever imagined. Exactly. David is from Toronto. I know. And he is from Ontario, I believe, and that's okay. I'm totally cool with that. You don't have to be a Canucks fan to be in this stream, so 10 p.m. stream, no others at that time on Fridays. Okay. I also may do a 9. It all depends on what time. I'll try to figure out either a 9 or a 10, but yeah. Tocchet can't beat his former team Flyers. I know it's been frustrating for Shizzle. So what do you guys think about the big game tomorrow, though? Tell me your predictions about tomorrow's Sweden versus Canada. I mean, David, are you really going to pick a shutout victory? I mean, that would be bold. It'd be a bold take. You would be the only one in the stream that would do that, and there's nothing wrong with you doing that. But I don't know who to pick here. Like, I want to say Canada, but I feel like both teams haven't played anyone good, and tomorrow's going to just be the big test. So, I don't know, maybe having a prediction doesn't matter at this stage. So we'll just dive in, see if there's any more of those comments there. Okay, so David is clarifying. I follow all Canadian NHL teams, but come playoff time, I cheer for all non-Hab Canadian teams. That means that you are a Leafs fan, because only the Leafs fans hate the Habs that much. But anyways, no, I'm just joking. It's totally fine if you are. As much as I respect the Cups, the Habs have won over the men. I mean, they're the greatest franchise in NHL history. There's nobody better than the Montreal Canadiens, and that's just a fact. How many? I think they have 24 Cups. I mean, if we're talking about championships, they are the greatest, and it's now not even close. It is a tragedy what they're doing with that team, how they look so terrible year after year, and they just can't get it together. So not only are they the greatest team in the NHL right now, they're probably the biggest laughingstock as well, because with all that talent and all that, you can't draft properly. I mean, the whole problem in Montreal is that they have to appease a French crowd, that people have to speak French to be on the team. I just think at the end of the day, you just need to put people there who know how to win hockey games. Now, St. Louis like him a lot, so I hope on that. So, okay, let's go here. Let's go to the new comments. Okay. When I think of head coaches of Canadian NHL teams, I think of the Habs, Marty St. Louis, the most as an ex-player. Oh, yeah. Yep. True. Could go into overtime tied at 3-3. Yeah, I like that, Coach Rob. Quadruple trader. No. He's not a trader. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing. Okay? No way Canada's getting shut out. That's right. I agree. Picking Canada, but hoping the Canucks draft picks do well. Whoa, Curtis, 8-1. It's as crazy as even the suggestion of a shutout. There we go. The Habs didn't in their Wednesday Pacific time against the Canes give up, keeping things close in the third period until the empty netter. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, so Japan, relax, dude. Just relax. Just we're here to have a good time. This is just a stream. It's not like it's funny, right? So let's see it. I see Canada putting up sufficient resistance against Sweden in the World Junior game and can score at least one goal. At least, I think there'll be at least 3 goals scored by Canada. So for sure. Here's the other thing. I think that it's just going to be nice to see these teams play. I can't wait to watch Team USA play someone good. Like, they look dominant as well. I'm pretty pumped about watching them. I like all the draft picks that are going to be there. So, yeah. But let's definitely enjoy tonight's stream together. I don't like no name calling. Come on, guys. That's just stupid. I'm tired of that. Okay, so next game for the Canucks is January 2nd against Ottawa. And then we go on a 7-game road trip. And I think that's insane. So January 2nd versus Ottawa is next. We have such a long break. Like, what's the date today? Is it the 28th? Yes, it is the 28th. So 28th. And then the next game's the 2nd. Like, I just think the scheduling has been horrific for the Vancouver Canucks. We've had so many games. Thankfully, we have not had too many significant injuries. I mean, Suter and Susie were a big deal. But, yeah, I just think, like, at the end of the day, like, now we wait. What is that, 6 days, 7 days? And then you go on a 7-game road trip. Now, who won against the Kings game? When I saw last, let's go here. Oh, the Kings, the Knights beat the Kings. Let's go. I was hoping for that. Oh, man, that is a tough game, guys. Look at this. Shots on goal. Are you kidding me right now? 34-32. This would have been an awesome game to watch. I should have switched channels and watched this instead of the Canucks game. No one scored the power play. Vegas had 4 penalty minutes. The hits, look at that, 20-19. Block shots, 34. Are you kidding me? Giveaways, takeaways. Wow. And it was still 4-3? No, 3-2. 3-2, sorry. Eichel, that was a snipe. I watched that goal. I didn't see anything else. Kopitar got 1. More. Carlson. Yes, Carlson. So that means Carlson got the game winner. I hope I started him in fantasy hockey. That would be awesome. So, yeah, that's a massive game, everyone. That is a massive game. Did anyone watch it? I would love to know that. So, Callum, you're right. It's okay to lose once in a while. Absolutely. Good night, brother. Hope you have a good night. When it comes to the Habs, yes, there's a supposed importance in hiring coaching, medical, and front office employees who speak French among players. Pretty much anything goes. Okay, that's good. Good for it. Yeah, you're right. Japan forward. The Canucks always have the worst schedule for sure. And then Knights had their 3rd string goalie. Oh, they didn't play Logan Thompson. Hey, wow, that's shocking. Yeah, Vegas won. So yeah, so that's where we're at, everyone. I mean, tonight's was a really disappointing night for Vancouver. Not only was it disappointing for everyone, my stream sucked because I didn't have the mic on. I need to check my mic every time. I thought it was good to go. I had good charisma, I had good excitement, even in a disappointing loss, and you didn't hear that. So just before we head out tonight, though, I just want to remind you that if you have time and if you are interested, please consider becoming a member. The RevTrev membership is $4.99. It has loyalty badges next to your name in the comments and emojis. These custom emojis I've made, and you can use them in the live chat. I do membership shout outs for all of our members, right? And do want to definitely remind you about that. And then if you want to go next level and do a Zoom call, all next level members, we're going to do a private Zoom call together. Also, all members, you get all the perks of the membership. The members get a private live stream as well. Just one live stream that, man, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to think of some really good creative things to do during that live stream, but you also get early access to new videos. I have a number of new videos I'm working on this week, and I'm going to be launching them. Just a heads up, I'm going to be launching these videos this week. Things about 2024, prediction videos, things that you will want to see. If you're a member, you'll be able to see them first, and then they'll be released to everyone else after that. So yeah, that is one of the keys. So Lucas Gates is a next level member, and others are here as well. Our members are great as well. So good to have everyone, Steel Dog and all of them as well. Okay, let's dive into the last few comments tonight. And mic check. Is it? Yeah, it's still on. It's still on, right? Sorry, my bad. Logan Thomas. Okay, that's good. Little late, Adam. Don't worry, Adam. You didn't miss anything. I was if you watch the beginning of it. So, okay, Curtis, good night. Thanks for a great stream. You're welcome. And thanks for the encouragement, Japan, for thanks so much, everyone. I'm going to shut it down too. Appreciate each one of you. And Adam Lee, if you watch the beginning of the stream, my mic was muted, and that's why at the beginning of the song, it was check the mic one time or something like that. It says, and it's like always, because there's a other time I by accident died doing the wrong thing. I didn't have the mic on that one time, and I was like, seriously. So now I put it in my song at the beginning. So appreciate you too, Adam Lee. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great night. Anyways, everyone, thanks for coming out. Thanks for being a part of this. And I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll let you know what time it is. It'll be either 9:30, 10. I'm not sure. So Canucks, not the Canucks. We're going to be doing Canada, Sweden stream, and looking forward to it.